Democrats are claiming that was the administration's let them eat cake moment, but the shutdown is also damaging the economy. The White House now admits that if the government doesn't open soon, the nation could see 0% economic growth in the first quarter of 2019. So will the shutdown not only crater the finances of federal workers, but for the rest of us, too? Joining me now, Associate Professor at the King's College, it is Brian Brenberg. Welcome back, Brenberg.
Good to be here.
Bryanomics, I've missed it. Let's get into it.
All right.
So Wilbur Ross, who does he remind you of?
He's the Montgomery Burns of America, and he's just proving it time and time again. I mean, just kind of sitting there, well, why don't they get some loans for this? Well, no, I don't want a loan. I want to get paid for my job. I'm out there working. Nobody's paying me. Yeah. He's so out of touch, and the problem with that is that theme of our leaders being out of touch is growing and growing here, and it's leading more and more people to say, yeah, why don't we tax them at 70%?
Yeah.
I mean, why do they deserve to have all this money? Why do they deserve to go to Davos and talk about solving the world's problems when they don't even know how we live? They have no idea what we're going through. Wilbur Ross, example number one.
Wilbur Ross and Nancy Pelosi. I mean, they both do the same thing. Nancy Pelosi, you don't really sense the urgency with her because she's a rich person. And all of these federal workers are pawns to her, and she doesn't really care about them, even if she recites their tragic stories on the House floor.
Well, yeah, you watch her recite those stories, and it's just so contrived. And it's like, if you really cared about that, you could have solved this problem.
Yeah, roll up your friggin'
There is a
sleeves.
compromise here, but you don't want to give a victory to the president. You do not want to say that we've built a border wall. And that's why you're holding Robin in Iowa or Emily in Maine hostage who can't pay their bills right now. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and if I were Robin and Emily, I'd be going, you know, Madam Speaker, what are you doing? Because if the president, love him or hate him, if he's saying, hey, you know what, DACA, TPS, why not? Let's do these things. 3-year extension, let's make it a law and not an executive order that can't be undone.
Well, and I think, you know, Democrats are going to start to feel the heat more from their constituents and less from Nancy Pelosi, and they're going to start showing it.
When is that? Okay, but I think you're right, and that's a critical flipping point. But when does that happen?
I think it's already happening right now. I think because you're seeing Americans complaining about this more and more, Democrats are hearing this. They're hearing their leadership, by the way, not provide a substantive alternative to what President Trump has offered. All they're saying is open the government, open the government. Yeah, but what about the underlying issue? Because guess what? Americans do care about border security. And so I think you're going to see Democrats start to move here a little bit, start to put pressure on the leadership, start to speak out for themselves because they want their constituents in Iowa, in Maine to know, yeah, we hear you. Even if Nancy Pelosi doesn't, even if Wilbur Ross doesn't, we do, and we're going to do something about this.
You know what's really funny is Beto O'Rourke says that some of the counties along the border are the safest in the country. That's because they're surrounded by Constitution-free zones where you have absolutely no rights and the government can take your car and seize your property with no due process and not even civil asset forfeiture. I mean, they truly are Constitution-free zones, so that's not an excuse. But let's talk about the economy a little bit because Mick Mulvaney has warned that there will be 0% economic growth. We like this 3 and 4% GDP growth that we haven't seen for a long time.
Well, here's the issue. On the data side of it, it's kind of like pay me now or pay me later. So if federal workers don't get paid the entirety of the first quarter, that's not going to show up in GDP. But as soon as they do get that back pay, it's going to show up later. So second quarter GDP could be huge if first quarter GDP is not. But I think the real issue is you've got more and more Americans who are saying, I don't feel so good about where the economy is headed. I mean, if you look last year about this time, you're talking about 55% of the American population saying things are going to get better. Now you're talking about 37%. There's a psychology thing going on where people are saying, look, I've liked what's happened so far, but we've got trade. Nothing's happening there. We've got this shutdown. I'm hearing bad things about the Federal Reserve. I don't know what's going on in China. The Davos people are all worried. Gee, I wonder if things aren't going to be so good next year. And that's a self-fulfilling prophecy then.
And if China's growth is as tepid as we've been hearing, how long will it take for that to drag our economy down since they are so intermingled?
Europe's got nothing. Brexit is a mess. I mean, the United States is the one economy here that's kind of pulling the world along right now. And we've got massive dysfunction, and we can't solve a $5 billion problem.
Yeah,
a $5 billion problem. I don't blame you.
You make that in a week.
I could make that in 10 minutes. Just give me all your savings, Kennedy, and I'll take care of it for you. That's where we live.
Let's call Betsy DeVos and Wilbur Ross.
They know what they're doing.
Brian Brenberg, thank you so much. Brianomics, great to see you again.
Good to be here.
All right.